All right, cool. So let's talk about what brings you to Atlanta.
I came to finish up. I came to Atlanta to finish up the tape with Drama. Got the separation, the Gangsta Grills tape. I'm finna drop this summer, so just to put the finishing touches on that.
Why Atlanta?
I mean, he's from here, and just to get the vibe, different recordings on. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I was already in New York before I got here. I recorded there too, so just to get a new vibe and pick up new things. You know what I'm saying?
Do you do a lot of recording out here, or was this
I've recorded out here before, but I've never recorded to this extent out here. Like I've been in the lab every day, or doing something every day for the last 4 or 5 days. So.
Is there anything that you picked up, or, about Drama that you didn't know, since you've been here and working with him and whatnot?
I've been knowing Drama for a minute. He comes out like a lot, but as far as just I didn't the impact and the way his team is, the way they structured the whole street affiliates. You know what I'm saying? Since DJ Sense, a lot of good people on this squad. So
why Gangsta Grills? And why now?
It's never been a West Coast one, to my knowledge. So why not be the first one?
Okay, cool. I want to talk about Function a little bit, because it's obviously a very big song for you.
Yeah.
And last year you kind of rode that wave into the summer and beyond. I mean, people still talking about Function.
Yeah.
That was the theme for the Cali Picnic last year. Like, we got it trying to function.
Right.
Did you expect the kind of success that you got from that song when you were making it?
No, to be honest. Because it's just even the origin of the record, like the hook was 4 bars of another song that me and E40 had, and it just kind of fit on that beat. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, oh, what's in it? That'll work. You know what I'm saying? But when he heard it, he hit us back so fast. It was like, don't let nobody hear it. This something. Oh, he knows something. But when it caught, it was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? So for me, and not just me, my team, it was like, okay, we know this song is going to do something we can tell. Let's at least be eye level with our grind, so it don't look like that song was just overshadowing what we're doing. So it was a good barometer on how to gauge on how we work. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it got cracking. Oh, we need to get more cracking. Boom, boom, boom. And it got to the point that I had a gang of records out while that one was going, so it kind of works in my favor.
Can you talk a little bit? The reason why I like the song, man, is because it's definitely West Coast. It's hella West Coast.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like it's the kind of track that that spreads across many barriers. You know what I'm saying? I could see people in Europe trying to function.
Yeah.
Do you put that kind of thought into a song when you're making it, or is it just is it something because you seem to have? I mean, we're gonna get to like what in a minute, but you seem to have a penchant, for making songs that that kind of have that anthem aspect to it.
No, I didn't. To keep it real, I don't go that. I'm not that deep. You know what I'm saying? My thing is if it bang, I'm fucking with it. As long as it feels good and sounds good, I'm rolling. And the day I start, well, I know I can connect over here, or I can do this when I do that, is when I lose myself and the music is not raw. As over here at Diamond Lane Music Group, we just about pushing our line and enjoying the music. The music is first. The music is always first. But don't think too much on it. Just go in there and have fun. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do at least. So.
How did the connection with you and 40 come about, and especially for that song?
So we had worked previously on some other joints. I had met him, just through the process of being around. Always was cool. We was always supposed to work. My manager was Pun, he's a CEO of League of Stars, which is a production company. People come in for beats. So that was one of the ones he had, and 40 had reached out. I was like, I need something. Me and him just happened to be together to work on it, and that's how that happened.
Okay, all right. Then I think you had a remix. You had a couple of remixes with that track, right? Like it was, I think you had
40. He had
Rub,
what you talking about? What record?
With
You talking about Function?
Function. Then wasn't it? It was
nah,
it wasn't no more.
It was on the remix.
Yeah.
The remix was Young Jeezy, Chris Brown,
yeah,
Red Cafe, French Montana.
It seemed like I was listening to it. Yes, it could have been a different track, but it seemed like I was listening to it yesterday. I heard the dog turn on.
I don't know. I didn't hear that. I would love to hear that one. Shit,
But anyway,
homies.
what I was getting to was, like the support. You know what I'm saying? It seems like you have a pledge of support from, from the West Coast, from, all the OGs. Especially on like what, how does that feel? For you to be at this stage in your career and to get that kind of support, from the city and from, artists that are established in the way that they are.
I mean, it feels good, man. Just the fact that forefathers of the game, especially from my side, had so much of a hand in creating, what I'm saying, what you're looking at. That was my first job was from Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? So I got to meet all my heroes at once. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the person who has he has his own squad around. They work like, okay, well, you hop on it. Got to meet Dash, Corrupt, you know what I'm saying? Dre, Quick, everybody. But I did it at a time when I was, I was working, I was writing and doing things for him. So the fact that now that I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm pursuing my own thing and they still are right there like the homies. Like, what you need? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's always the same. All right, come on through. Oh, you need that? It's like, that's great. It lets me know that they see something in me that somebody saw in them.
Right.
And they're willing to give that extra oomph that you need, so that people over here can see, oh yeah, he's connected over here. He's one of the ones. So.
Right. Okay. So tell me about Gangsta Grillz. What's the title of it?
Separation.
The Separation?
Yeah.
What's that about?
It's time to separate from everything. As far as just us as a company, we want to separate from all the other indies and the other majors. Me as an artist, I'm separating myself. I don't want to be mentioned with anybody. My look, the way I think, just the way I am, we are not the same, and it needs to be documented. And this project will do that. Yes, there's similarities in some of the music and that, but you need to understand this is Problem's story. This is Diamond Lane Music Group story. This is nobody else. So that's what the title represents.
What does separate you from the pack? Is that something that you?
The fact that my name is Jason Martin, my mama's name is Leona, my dad's name is, and I'm not. Everybody. They want to try to fit into this bubble. I noticed. Oh, they all dressing like that. Let's dress like that. Doing that. Let's do like that. If I do that, if it seemed like that, it would be strictly by coincidence. It's never that way. I've been doing me since everybody's met me. Diamond Lane Music Group, we've always been our own way, and we're gonna stay like that. And that's gonna separate us. You can tell differently when we walk in the room. Like, okay, they're a little different than that. And we just want to make sure everybody knows it.
Okay. All right. Cool. Now, are you working on an album in addition to Separation?
Constantly working on the album. I have records for the album right now.
Okay. Do you have a title for the album?
We have one, but all that's subject to change. So I'm gonna just keep it. But I'm definitely the album. The album is getting worked on constantly. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. Now, are you let's see. Blank spot. As far as the single, like what is that on Gangsta Grillz, or is that gonna be on the album?
The Like What single is on my last tape, Welcome to Mollywood 2. That was the second track on there. And it just happened to catch. You know what I'm saying? With singles, I don't really. This could be a single. The Streets chose that record. So I'm going to use that format for this project as well. I don't really know what the single is off of it. I'm just going to figure it out, and people will tell you what's what. Then you kind of go after it like that. Okay, what you do video, let's see what the people think, do the edits, bro. I just cut, bro. Just like with that record. Just cut and just cut, and hopefully something good come out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay, all right, cool. What would you just talk about? Your motivation, your inspiration at this point in time. And I know it's difficult at times for artists to keep going and keep that same level of activity. What is it that keeps you going every day?
I'm part of a great team. Like, my team won't let me lose. Diamond Lane Music Group, I can't stress it enough. They've given me all the tools to succeed, and so it would be negligent of me to not use them. I have my own studio that I can go in whenever I want. I have a great CEO, I have great management, we have great production, I have a great teammate with bad luck. Shit, man, it's go time, and people are watching, man. It's like the time to get lazy and I need motivation. Now I'm motivated as a motherfucker right now. Usually, so.
Right.
Shit, let's get cracking.
Right.
Let's do it.
Okay. You spoke about Mollywood, and it's I haven't fully grasped the concept for the people that aren't too familiar with it. Can you speak on it?
Well, welcome to Mollywood. I did part 1 right after Function dropped, and I did part 2 probably 3 months later, and it literally tore the city up, man. I tore LA up with it. And I fucked with it real heavy. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about tore the city up, man. It was a real good look for us. It was just at the time, I didn't do it because it was popular. From what I heard, I was the first person to put it out there like that.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing the shit probably the year before that. It was just a saying. I said, let's go to Mollywood, instead of saying I'm in the phone field or whatever. So I had the chance to do a tape, and I needed a title, so I just called it Welcome to Mollywood, and it kind of took on this life of its own. So then I doubled back to Welcome to Mollywood too. It was just like a ride through my life at that time. I was having a lot of fun, doing a lot of different things and shit. That's what the project was about. You can go get them off the site, DiamondLaneMusicGroup.com. They download it for free. Bangers.
Okay. All right. Cool. Well, y'all, I don't want to hold you too long, man. I know you probably got a big day ahead of you, but what else you got going on? What's next for Problem?
World domination.
Total domination.
Daily progression is all we stress over here at Diamond Music Group. Daily progression, so about just making sure every day my foot's ahead of the other. Today I do got a big day. We're gonna be finishing up the tape as far as with drama. He's gonna do all the things he does on it. I got a couple of records I gotta finish with some people that's out here. You know what I'm saying? So to make sure this thing sounds good.
Okay.
And I'm back in LA tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, we start the MDA tour on April 12th. That's me and I Am Sue. So lightweight, little 15-city tour.
Rich time.
Yeah, we gonna stay up. That's my partner. Yeah. I'll go get our tape too. $1 Million Afro. We dropped that about 2 months ago. It's killing. You also can get that off live mixtapes, or you can go buy it on iTunes, whatever you feel like doing. So but yeah, we can do that. Just keep cracking, baby. That's the point.
All right, cool. Now, are you familiar with the Cali Picnic? Have you heard about it? You know anything about it?
Nah. Shit, I'd have been there.
Shit, it's on 420 this year. Just an FYI.
420. I'm gonna be in Phoenix 420 for the radio show. But shit, wish I could come out. It's just on 420. I know what that's gonna be.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Rain or shine, it's gonna be clouds.
Feel me?
In the sky.
All the way to Cali way. Shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, can we get a drop for it? Just on support level.
Cali Picnic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why it's your boy Problem? You better have your ass at that Cali Picnic, man. You know what it is. It's gonna be a great time. Okay, bang, bang.
For sure.